like he would say things, and sometimes you either like believe it because he had concrete proof, or you just take his word for it. So when he said, I know you're with Dean, I wasn't sure if I should take his word for it. And then when he sent me a picture, like, oh, here's a picture, like I have it, I was like, okay. And then I was like, please don't. Like, again, there's people in my life that this is going to affect, and I haven't had a chance to tell them. So he still posted it.
But so it wasn't a question. He wasn't like, hey, can I post this? Or what do you think about this? He just said, I'm posting this. I'm letting you know before I do it, period. That's kind of what the context was. Okay, got it.
Right. And when you said, please don't. Sorry, Tayshia. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it sounds like obviously like this was not the first time you had spoken to him. And by him, I mean Reality Steve. So was this the first time that he had a photo that he can actually expose, and before it was just like words? Or like how did you guys start talking in the beginning?
In the beginning, it actually dates back to post my season of The Bachelor airing. And there was another person's name involved that he pretty much despises. And the conversation was that I was seeing this guy and how slimy this guy that I was seeing is. And he starts sending me some screenshots of emails that people would send him or messages. So that's where he kind of got my credibility, because he had proof of people sending in stuff. And I would read these messages myself. And I was like, okay, so this guy, I mean, I was all new to it. So I was like, he has credibility, he has sources, people are messaging him. That's when it first started. And then I remember him publishing something that wasn't true. And I asked about the person that I was seeing. And I said, kind of like, that's incorrect. He said, do you want me to change it? And I said, yes, because that's not the truth. And like, he never did. So that's where it first started. And then my season of Paradise started. And then he also sent me, more messages that are like proof of email, like a screenshot about a person that doesn't matter how much somebody wants to know information. This is something you just don't send out to anyone. Got it. I have this vision of a person in my mind. Like at the beginning, I was like, wow, this person did this. And like that totally changed my kind of perspective on them. But to this day, I'm like, it just.
Did you ever find out if that was true? This thing that he said, or allegedly is true? Because like I said earlier in the podcast, I could create an email right now that says, you know, blah, blah, blah from Joe, and email you some awful things about myself or Tayshia. And it's like, Joe said this? Oh my God. But it was really me, you know? So it's like, did you ever find out if those things were actually true that he was saying or not?
And Natasha, don't do that, okay?
I
oh my God, Joe!
I won't do that. I'm just saying how easy it is. How easy it is.
I completely agree. But in my case, there was like 2 different emails that were structured about almost a very similar topic, and it would honestly take like language interpreter to like interpret the email if there was similarities in writing. I did not want to find out whatever was written in that message if it was true, because horrific. But to send something like that to me, like even if I'm begging for information, don't do it.
Yes.
Like,
and I just want to know that everyone might be like, well, why are you even talking to him? Why are you even reading these messages? Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but we're human. Okay. Right. And when somebody messages us and says like, oh, I have this information, like, we're all curious. We're all going to read it. Like we're not above any of that. So you kind of like start getting into this hole of like, okay, wait, this guy has facts. This guy has information. Like, and you start to believe. That's the problem. I think here is the fact is like some things are concrete proof, like that he's saying, like the photo of you and Dean. Clearly you guys were together, but then there's other things that he could just be fabricating that you really can't tell what's real and what's not.
And it's like, if he was willing to send stuff like that to me about someone else, what was he doing to somebody else about me?
Exactly.
So that kind of like, I was like.
So I'm listening to this and I'm trying to figure out like, what his motive is, because to me, it just sounds like, in your case, it sounds like he's a creepy, like he would be a creepy, jealous ex-boyfriend. So for just a stranger to be doing this to you, I'm just like, it's just so bizarre. It really is. And like, I don't understand what kind of person would do this.